Folks, welcome back to Horizon. Partway through a quest to get Eterman and his mother out. So let's go and continue that, shall we? 6 vapor drops left, so I'm just gonna have to deal with it, I'm afraid. Cookies? Criminal cookies? Or are they sick cookies? I'm confused.
Those machines are alert.
Ah. Boing. Need to go up here.
God, I found this.
3-toed hoodie. Looks like he's seen better days. Quick save. Oh yeah, he's seen better days, alright.
You're 3-toe Hwadiv, right? Vanasha sent me. What happened?
I got hornswoggled, that's what. Vanasha batted her lashes, wiggled her hips, and promised us treasure. Clear a path for the royals, she said. Sneak past the garrison and skewer a few watches. Hardly a bother. Little did we know there was a damned monstrosity lurking underground. When will I learn not to gawk at skinny girls?
Why do you think Vanasha swindled you?
My crew came to Sunfall because we heard the bounties were fat. She offered us the fattest one of all, enough to retire on. It's my own damned fault for taking the bait. Should have known I'd end up with a rupture in my useful parts.
Oh dear.
So Vanasha needed safe passage for Nasadi and Itamen, but it didn't work out?
She made it sound so sweet and easy. Find the best path to the lake, make sure it's safe. What could go wrong? Turns out, a lot. Like bloody murder in the grinding jaws of a heinous death beast.
Oh dear.
Something attacked you from underground.
Oh, you picked that up, did you? I wondered why the Shadow Kaja didn't pay attention to the pass. Well, they don't need to. A rock-eating demon guards it for them. It tunnels in the dirt, breaks through the earth, and blasts rocks from its stinking face. I barely escaped. My eaters.
So it's a rock breaker. Fun!
Vanasha will be here soon with Nasadi and Itamen. I've got to destroy that thing in the pass before they arrive.
You're not too bright, are you? Well, we didn't last long against it, but I'll tell you what I know. It has armor everywhere, a little less at the rear. And when it goes underground, it will lose track of you if you're quiet. You might even be able to keep it from going under altogether if you hit its big crooked arms hard enough. That's all I can offer, friend. I promise to look solemn at your funeral before I hit the bar.
Charming. And yes, I have indeed killed one of these before.
Going down fast.
This one will, I think, be a little bit easier. There it is. No. Stayed on the ground. There it is. Yeesh. It's already alert. What the hell, man? Where is it? There it is. Now, now you see why I'm wearing the projectile defense. Missed. Perching up on the rocks makes this a lot easier. If a little more time consuming. I don't think I quite hit the exhaust. Where is it? It is. Got him! Piece of cake.
Can't be too prepared.
Anyway, that strategy is why I was trying to jump up on the arch last episode. When I was trying to deal with that corrupted zone. The two of these guys. It's just fire weave. Ooh. A fire coil. Nice. Ooh, all these dead guys. All these herbs. You can't see it, Brick, but I'm shaking my head at you.
Need them soon enough.
Already full up almost. Cool. It ain't over yet. We've killed the beastie, but there's still
By
work
the
to do.
radiant sun, I can't believe it. I thought that evil rock chewer would grind you up. After that miracle, all we can do is wait. Vanasha will be here soon, along with a boat that'll take the royals across the lake.
I prefer hazelnut. Ooh, nice armor.
Ah, little huntress. Glad you accepted my invitation to play bodyguard. Where are your men, Huadiv? It looks like something chewed you up and spat you out.
That's pretty much exactly what happened.
The way is clear. Can we go?
I like how you always cut to the chase. In this case, literally. It won't be long before you're followed. Don't be afraid, Your Radiance. We've got excellent protection.
Look at all the dead bodies! You sure you want to be showing a kid this?
Oh dear. Here come the Shadow Carter, and they're very angry with me.
I'll hold them off.
Very noble of you, but when I start a fuss, I like to finish it. Not that your assistant isn't welcome. Huadiv, get Itaman and his mother to the shore. Carefully. So it comes to this. I must say, after 2 years under the heel of these zealots, I'm ready to extract a little blood. Some traps?
Way ahead of you, Vanasha.
Shall we prepare a little surprise for them?
What do you think I've been doing?
Are you sure you don't have any traps, little huntress?
Are you blind or just stupid?
I can't spare the weight.
Already got that one.
Take cover up there, behind that rock.
So where am I going? Ah.
Here they are. Let's make it hurt, shall we?
Always. I didn't awaken anything. We're about to have some visitors. Help if I could see. There they are. Tag, tag, tag. 3, 2, 1. Boom!
Not here.
Well, that was entertaining, but I suspect we're not done.
Too easy.
More of the bastards. Get ready.
Oh, they're bringing machines. Watchers. Corrupted ones. Human. And this guy's deciding to play hide and seek. There he is.
Well now.
And there he
seems I
goes.
worked up a bit of a sweat.
Bullshit, you ain't done nothing. I'm gonna go loot some bodies.
Can't carry more.
Doop-de-doo. That was too easy. Well, yeah, that too. Da 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 da. Ooh, daybreak. Yay. Nope, that one didn't work. And that should do it. Hopefully.
I don't want to jinx it, but we might be in the clear.
Nope. Hey boys.
A bit late, aren't we, gentlemen?
Sorry, ma'am. The boat's waiting.
Damn, I spoke too soon.
This one's mine. Get to the boat.
You know, this time I think I might be out of my league. If anything happens to her, I will be very cross.
We're not going anywhere.
Neither's that thing. All the traps. Okay, it's corrupted, let's make it burn. Boom!
I'm ready. Got it.
Oof! Okay, that explosion was not cool. And now I've probably lost all my traps. Shit. All my traps! No! Not cool, guys. Not cool.
Sorry to spoil your fun.
Alright, I think I'm knocked off this one. Ow. Ow! What the? Who brought you along? Shrek. Kill you, punk. Right. In the face, bitch. Out of ammo. Where's the other one? I know I knocked them both off. Where is it? There it is.
It's hard too.
Not happy that I lost my traps. Oh well. Get some bits. Oh hey, another rock breaker mound. I'll have that.
Save these for the trail.
No, just a big old pile of rocks that sometimes has stuff in it. Useful stuff. Whew. Alright, where's those idiot soldiers? There they are.
I'll find a use for you.
Being useless. And there's the boat. Nah. I'll come back for the Vantage.
Not exactly a royal barge, is it? Oh well, defectors can't be choosers. Let's get aboard, shall we?
Helis isn't going to be happy. He's lost his figurehead. He's lost the High Priest. Ooh.
You've done a good thing. Maybe even ended a war.
Maybe. But my war just keeps going.
Little kid probably hasn't been out of the palace in years. Hey wait, where's Uthid? Wasn't he supposed to be coming along too?
Edaman, my brother, welcome home. You have nothing to fear. You are now under the protection of the Sundom. My protection. As is your mother, she will not be harmed. You have my word, the law of the sun. Aloy, it seems I see your influence everywhere. You've done so much for the Sundom, and it will always be appreciated. You have my thanks. May you walk in the light.
Appalling. I spent 2 years in the Forbidden West setting this up, and the redhead gets all the credit?
I'm still getting paid, right?
You'll be lucky if I let you live. I couldn't have done this without you. When we meet again, I'll give you a proper thanks. I promise.
Alright. That's that done. Which skill do I want? I think it's time for some machine repair. Give me mount repair plus and dismount strike. Watch a little video. Boing! Shake a bitch. Ooh. Get that later. For now, let's hit up the merchant and offload some crap. And then we head underground. Selling resources. Sell that. Sell that. Sell that. We need double ups. Yes. Don't need those. Alright.
All the best goods.
Now, because I'm a lazy shit, we're gonna fast travel to here. Come on. Nearly there.
The missing testers? To their fault.
We can't even keep our Sun King safe. How do we expect to win a war? Must have been so scared when they came for him. Our child Sun King whisked off to Meridian. I'll bet he's eating well now.
How do you know where he went? Huh? For all you know, he could be dead in a ditch.
Behave yourself, girl.
Do you want me to stab you? Because I'll do it. Fucker.
Worrying about being ripped to shreds by machines.
The usurpers and angry machines roam the wilds.
Do 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 do. I'm pretty sure she should have broken fingers doing that. Alrighty. Here we go. Aloy, must you break everything?
I'm heading down.
I've spent a lifetime trying to uncover the secrets of this world. Where the machines came from. How the old ones achieved such marvels only to fall into silence and death. A lifetime of failure. As year by year, decade after decade, I hit walls I could not break, doors I could never breach.
Hello.
Until a Nora huntress marched out of the savage east. And voila, for her, all the deepest secrets of the earth were laid bare. I suspect you will have an easier time with this door than I did years ago.
Hold for identiscan. Genetic profile confirmed. Entry authorized. Malfunction. 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 Malfunction.
Are you kidding me?
You don't hear me laughing.
Shut up. There's gotta be another way. Hey! Elizabeth Sobeck here! Requesting access!
Access request acknowledged. Root command functions available. Do you wish to proceed? Due to mechanical failure, emergency venting procedure likely to circumvent blockage. Do you wish to proceed?
Yes.
Emergency venting authorized.
Woo!
I underestimated you. Too bad now
Uh-oh. That's a problem. I'ma stab this thing.
Guess you can't have everything.
that will draw attention. We won't have this place to ourselves for long now.
We? Last I checked, I was the one risking my life down here.
Yes, fine. Now will you please get moving?
Will you
There's
please
so
shut
much to
up?
learn in less time than I'd hoped.
He's such a dick.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn.
Zero Dawn. We found it.
Are you really so surprised?
Facility diagnostics detect multiple failures. Attempting repair.
So, what was this room?
An entrance hall, perhaps. Have a look around.
Another incident. What do we got? From the lounge staff. Unfortunate incident with Dr. Popovich. Another example of reception's need for additional support. Tired of being neglected. Already requested. We need human translators. Fluent in Polish, for example. Security staff who can subdue enraged embryologists, for example. Dermal sedatives to calm persons who are screaming in Polish while hurling chairs and vases at reception staff. Oh dear. Most of the candidates reasonably calm and well behaved, but there are exceptions. Yes, human translators sounds like it would be a good idea. I'm gonna have a poke around out here, see if there's a data point we missed. Doesn't look like it. Alright, back this way. We ain't getting out the way we got in. And we won't be able to come back here, if memory serves. Hmm? Which remark? Ah, there's the one I missed. We need support too! Continues to require additional support managing ZD candidates when they arrive. Many are frightened or confused. Some are highly agitated. Not the sort of people who are accustomed to having information withheld from them. Need human translators because the bots aren't working properly. Mild sedatives for extreme cases. Oh dear. I wasn't aware you were Polish, and I'm pretty sure you're not that crazy. Open door.
Please take a seat and wait for your name to be called. A selection of beverages and snacks are available.
In a smaller room.
A waiting room.
Please proceed into viewing room 1 for an important message regarding the purpose of your visit.
So what's this one? Soundproofing? Would it be possible to improve the soundproofing between VR1 and the lounge area? Most of the candidates stay quiet during the presentation, but the ones that scream or sob can be plainly heard. Oh dear! That, yeah. That sounds like a good idea. Huh. Did not know that about you, Frick. Or maybe I just forgot, I'm not sure. What's this one? Restock or else. For the 5th time, please restock the lounge's selection of herbal teas. If I have to listen to one more egghead throw a tantrum because we're out of the organic cucumber mint or blackberry sage varieties. Oh dear. And no tempest in a teapot jokes this time. Oh dear. Sounds like the support staff are really copping it, aren't they? Poor fuckers. Alright. But hey, they're long dead, so doesn't matter anymore. Viewing room 1.
What was this place?
A holographic theater.
CD01 data intact. Initiating playback.
Welcome to Project Zero Dawn. I am General Harris, Chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff of the United States of America. I'm sure you've heard the rumors that Zero Dawn is a top-secret superweapons program, the technological miracle that will save us from the Pharaoh Plague. If Operation Enduring Victory can hold off the robots long enough. The reason I'm sure you've heard the rumors is that I'm the one who spread them, and they are all lies. Zero Dawn is not a superweapons program, and it will not save us. Nothing will save us. And here's why. By the time the glitch was noticed, it was already too late. Nothing could stop the Pharaoh Plague. Nothing can. Its robots will continue to replicate and devour the biosphere. Life on Earth will be destroyed. Our planet reduced to a barren sphere. Global extinction is inevitable. No matter how many we kill, the robots just keep exponentially making more. If we had their deactivation codes, we could shut them all down. The entire swarm. But since their cryptographic protocols use polyphasic entangled waveforms, cracking a code set would take half a century. At best, we've got 16 months. Not exactly what you'd call a survival option. The destruction of a biosphere is not the sort of apocalypse you can wait out in a fallout shelter or a space station. There will be no Earth left to reclaim. Just a lifeless, toxic rock with several million Pharaoh robots on it, hibernating. Waiting for something to eat. This is the horrible truth behind the lies of Operation Enduring Victory.
My lies. Lies designed to inspire millions of innocents to sacrifice themselves in battle. Why? One reason. To buy time for you and the work you will do here. 0 Day. The day that life on Earth ceases to exist is coming fast. It cannot be stopped. The hope of Zero Dawn is that something new might come after. But I will leave it to Elizabeth Sobek to shine that thin ray of light into the darkness. Harris, out.
And that is the first thing people learn about Zero Dawn when they come in here. Hence the screaming and crying.
Life on Earth didn't cease to exist.
He said it could not be stopped.
But it was. Somehow Elizabeth saved us. I've got to keep looking. Find out how she did it.
I'm just gonna change my outfit real quick. There we go. Back to dressing like a proper Nora. Because if memory serves...
Kestrels. They got in. Through the vents.
Let nothing stop you from learning the truth.
Spread out! If it moves, kill it!
What is this place? Tomb?
Dude, I know everything. I've seen all this before, remember? Ooh, audio. Interview with Dr. Suve.
There is some mistake. I don't understand why I was brought here. Why would you show me these things?
I know that there's already a lot to take in.
In the waiting area, I was seated with a Nobel laureate in biophysics and a monk, I think. He spoke neither English nor Mandarin. It is very strange. And General Harris? What was he talking about? The robot swarm, the Pharaoh plague? I understand it is terrible, but it really cannot be stopped? Why tell us this? There are people in Shanghai, my friends, my family. They have joined Operation Enduring Victory already. It is for nothing? We will all die?
We're going to be able to answer some of these questions.
I just want to know why I am here. It doesn't make sense to me.
You were brought here because of your skill set.
No, that can't be right. Calligraphy, Gerhard Richter. What does that matter now?
Indeed, what does it matter? Well, it does. Or it did. Scanning for hostiles. Look, there's one with a big gun. They're both on the other side of the glass, so I can't get them from here. Come on. Come out where I can see you. Go and investigate the body. No, you jackass. Come on. Oh, there we go.
Something broke! Fast!
Missed.
We're too close to let tribal primitives stop us now.
Hey, you're a tribal primitive too,
What did they
jackass.
contain?
Alright, now, data points. Who's this one? Suzanne Alpert, PhD Environmental Reclamation.
With Suzanne Alpert, environmental scientist. Doctor?
I'm sorry, I wasn't,
Just stating your name. What were you thinking about, Doctor?
Nothing the General said. Not really. I was on the Syzygy East Response Team in 2051, just after the second earthquake compromised the reactor. I still dream about it, after all these years. The red zone spreading on the imaging, slowly, so slowly, like a hand opening its fingers.
Your involvement in that event is why you were asked for by name.
Really? That's interesting. Because nothing worked. Nothing could grow there again. It was a catastrophic failure. But the red zone is a blip compared to global-scale biomass reduction. The biosphere and hydrosphere will collapse, render the Earth uninhabitable long before the robots finish us. Enduring victory can't buy time against that. So, you'd better show me what Zero Dawn really is.
She's not wrong. Counselor Guidelines, text log. What do we got? For debriefing, candidates must be allowed to ask questions, be given the necessary time to fully absorb the information they have received. They've just been exposed to triggers for severe mental and emotional trauma. Do not assume silence or outward calmness indicates acceptance. Essential to stress all other options for combating the Pharaoh Plague and preserving the continuation of human life have been considered and found unworkable. Be calm but clear and firm about it. Familiarize yourself with data on the catastrophic environmental impact of nuclear engagements versus the swarm. Unfeasibility of maintaining life in orbital, lunar or undersea structures. So can counter them in depth. They ask for time alone to review supplementary information. Allow it. Be sure to inform security personnel so the candidate can be monitored for attempts at self-harm. Should only be cleared to proceed to presentation 2 if you believe their mental state is sufficiently stable. Here's another one. Who's this one? Captain Okilo, Information Warfare Specialist. And I missed it.
I'm sure you now understand the urgency of why we brought you here, Ms. Okilo.
Captain Okilo, are you trying to thank me for not resisting?
I believe we couldn't negotiate a diplomatic solution.
When it came to my country's lithium, it was always a swarm that would be sent to negotiate. Metallurgic International, U.S. Robot Command. The markings changed, but the robots were the same.
You have had considerable experience in human-robot conflict.
Yes, and I've got the prosthetic limbs to show it. Yet I continue to face this horror, even though the challenge was great. Cyber warfare. I thought Zero Dawn would be a Manhattan project to generate the deactivation codes. With the resources I had, I estimated code breaking to be a hopeless endeavor. I was almost looking forward to being proved wrong.
Unfortunately, your estimation was correct.
As your General Hera said. So then, you did not bring me here to commiserate. What is left?
People coming to terms with information they've been given. There's one in particular I'm looking for because, well, you'll see. Ron Felder.
Look, let's cut the mystery. You're building a colony ship. It's obvious.
This guy is so wrong.
I mean, literally. Remember the Odyssey? That multinational heap of space junk that's been in graveyard orbit since '57? That went nowhere real slow, and you have to get somewhere real fast. Do you have any idea the immensity of the challenge to prep a new colony ship in time?
To be clear, I'm not a worker on the project.
Do you even understand how few people it could save? The whole generation ship concept is not gonna happen. It's the first thing you'd abandon in favor of embryonics. For that kind of storage we're talking, a lot of bulk, a lot of power, a lot of resources. So even if you do it, even if you build it and point it at Sirius X, there's no room for people on that thing, all right?
If you could try to remain calm.
But you people are crazy if you think you're getting off this rock. No one's getting off.
Medical.
Oh dear. Well, he thinks he's got it pegged, but I can tell you right now, he's wrong. These people know full well that a colony ship ain't gonna work.
Forget about traveling light.
Now then, what's this one? Tom, I have no idea how to say that, I think. Peach? I don't know.
Is accurate, yes.
So these mechanical monstrosities, they don't just kill people. They feed off them.
Not just people. All organic matter.
Every living thing dissolved into nutrients. Millennia of evolution liquefied. The miracle of life reduced to bloody biofuel.
In a word, yes.
Who did this? Pharaoh? That arsehole. Is he here?
No, Doctor.
Please, tell him Tom Pike wants a word. Now, get off! Get off! Doc, please! You get Ted Pharaoh in here!
And Australian representation turns violent. God damn it. Travis Tate. This guy is unpleasant.
Want to discuss?
Whew. So Mama, she was right.
Pardon?
My mother, she took her Bible real serious. Not just Texas Bible serious, Pentecostal serious. Favorite chapter? Revelations. Now, I didn't always understand her on account of all that speaking in tongues and such, but when she did use her words, it was always end times this and lake of fire that on account of sinful lifestyles. Speaking of which, mind if I smoke?
A tobacco cigarette.
Sorry, darling. My taste run classic. Compliments to your team tracked me down. Been a price on my head 18 months now. Sterling Malkeet was me, don't mind admitting. Been plenty of snakesters chasing the bounty, too. But I kept the zigging to their zag. How'd you finger me?
I believe Dr. Sobek listed you as an alpha candidate. Priority snatch and grab.
Always suspected she had a little thing for me. Hey, I don't suppose you got real coffee in this place. You know, blood coffee? Conflict cappuccinos?
Mr. Tate, I'm clearing you to proceed. Just go.
We'll be learning more about him as this goes on. Brad Andek, formerly an employee.
Who previously
of
worked for Faro Automated Systems.
On the chariot line self-replication routines. I came here thinking this was a rendition. When your people took me, I thought, about time. I've been trying to swallow the guilt every day since...
Would you like to take a moment?
No, I really hoped Zero Dawn was a way to undo it all. My work. And I'm sorry to say I was ever proud of it, but Ted could really sell a concept, and in the labs, in the light of creation, that first test run, when you saw they understood their own structures, could rebuild themselves from memory and light, there were no limits. God, there were no limits.
Poor bastard.
I'd have to leave something else behind.
Yeah. Wall there. Alright, we are clear to proceed. Viewing room 2. Final chance for guesses? Too late.
CD02 data intact. Initiating playback.
Elizabeth Sobek.
Behold,
You've heard the bad
Zero
news,
Dawn.
and it's all true. The Pharaoh Plague is devouring the biosphere. Life itself will cease to exist.
That was the sound of my Ruby poster falling on my head.
What if we could give life a future? What if we could build a kind of seed from which, on a dead planet, life could blossom anew? This is the aim, the hope, of Project Zero Dawn. To create a super-intelligent, fully automated terraforming system and bring life back from lifelessness. What would such a system require? At its core, it would need a true AI, fully capable of making the trillions of decisions necessary to reconstitute the biosphere. An immortal guardian, devoted to the reflourishing of life. We call it Gaia. Mother Nature as an AI.
Behold,
But
All
that's
Mother.
just the core of the system. She will need to be surrounded and empowered by a comprehensive suite of subordinate functions.
Pay attention
Think
to
of
the
them as
names.
extensions of Gaia's mind.
You might see some familiar.
Each dedicated to a specific purpose. Now these aren't AIs, but make no mistake. Each presents an engineering challenge more profound than anything the human species has ever before attempted. Hardware that preserves and then gestates the billions of seeds and embryos from which life will be reborn. The construction of underground facilities to hold it all. And that's just the start. We don't have to build the entire system. The beauty of a fully automated terraforming system is that it can build itself. Now, over the days to come, you'll learn how all these functions, all these pieces that you'll be working on, fit together. How we'll race the clock to execute our harvest initiatives, write the software, build the tech and the facilities. How we'll lock it down and seal it up before the inevitable occurs. But even more important, you'll know how it doesn't end here. How Gaia will generate those deactivation codes General Harris talked about, and build the transmission arrays to broadcast them, shutting down the Pharaoh robots for good. How Gaia will not just build, but imagine any conceivable robot it needs to do its work across centuries. From detoxifying the Earth's ravaged atmosphere and poisoned seas, to the regreening of the Earth from cryopreserved seed stalks, to rewilding the Earth with animal life. And then, when all that is done, how a new generation of human beings, spawned at cradle facilities around the globe, will partake of Apollo, the vast archive of human knowledge and cultural achievement from which they will learn of us, our world. And most important, how not to repeat our mistakes. It's not an impossible dream. It is within our grasp if we work tirelessly and stop at nothing to achieve it. We can't stop life from ending. But if you will help me, help Gaia, we can give it a future. Join me and help make that future real.
Thoughts?
The whole Earth destroyed, but then remade?
Yes. By a machine. A machine of creation.
Elizabeth did this. For life, for us. But why Hades then? If it was part of Gaia, how did it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh robot? And why does it want to kill me? And Apollo, the archive of knowledge, what happened to that?
I'm as confused as you are. Maybe the answers lie ahead.
One of them went rogue, you reckon? I hate to tell you this, but it's a lot worse than that. Don't want the bunker door, I want... Here we go. Make your selection. You are now in possession of information regarding the true nature and purpose of Project Zero Dawn, classified far above top secret. As such, you cannot be allowed to leave this facility. You have 3 options. Trained counselors are standing by to assist you in making your choice. Participation. You will be assigned to a sub-project team based on your area of expertise. You should be aware that the way forward will be difficult, project's outcome is uncertain. You will be expected to work a minimum of 80 hours per week, and your communications with family members will be strictly limited and monitored in real time. Upon successful completion of the project, you and your immediate family, or 2 persons of your choosing, will be transferred to the Elysium sealed habitat to live out the remainder of your natural lives. Number 2. Indefinite detention. Should you choose to decline participation, you'll be confined indefinitely. You'll be given 48 hours to reconsider, after which your decision to refuse participation will be considered irrevocable. Every reasonable effort will be made to make your term of confinement as comfortable as possible, but you will not be permitted contact with the outside world, and death within 18 months due to the Pharaoh Plague is inevitable. When the Zero Dawn facility is abandoned, detainees who wish not to opt for medical euthanasia will be released to take their chances. Option 3. Medical euthanasia. The information you have just received understandably calls into question the purpose of continuing to live. If you would prefer to end your life at this point, pain-free medical euthanasia is available. A 48-hour waiting period is required, during which time you may instead opt for participation or confinement. Notify a counsellor when you're ready to make your choice, or if you have further questions. Seems a bit harsh, doesn't it? Well, let's find out what some of them decided. Brad Andek, the former Pharaoh employee.
Of course I'll do it. To be given the opportunity to rebuild what the damage that I don't feel worthy of it, but I will do it, absolutely.
I want to stress that this was never about your culpability.
Phone call.
It is to me. Dr. Sobek, Margot, they were smart to get out of Pharaoh when they did, but not one of us took it as a warning sign. It just told ourselves that we're cut out for the BTRI cabals. That's the better than rapid innovation. Better at competing, better than the next guy, a better killing machine. I think it's just amazing how a century and a half of science fiction did nothing to swerve our species from the path of doom. I mean, I'm done with that life. I mean, I will work hard, twice as hard to earn this, for my family to have a place in
I know who it is, and they're 2 fucking hours early.
I never thought that there could be atonement.
Interview 2. Suzanne Alpert. No, not Sister Bro.
If you're still nauseous.
No, the inhibitors have kicked in. I can't feel the back of my tongue. I wish I could tell you I'd believe in this, but the damage is too great, too extensive, too complete. With all respect to Dr. Sobek's work at Miriam, no. No, life doesn't always find a way to keep going. Sometimes it never comes back. Like Syzygy East. Like the Congo. Like Timor. Like us. That's our reward? A buried city full of terminal patients waiting out the clock?
You grow old together, with your loved ones, in safety.
I don't have loved ones. I suppose I could start a family?
I'm afraid not. All inhabitants of Elysium will be medically sterilized. A habitat capable of sustaining a starting base of 2,000 individuals for up to 100 years is a huge challenge, Dr. Alpert. If the population grows instead of diminishes, everyone will be dead inside 30 years.
I knew it. I just couldn't bring myself to say the words.
I'm sorry?
Finish it. Medical euthanasia. I want no part of this. I just want it over.
I see. Protocols require a 48-hour waiting period, after which...
Oh dear. Well, one of them chose to end it all. Very sad. Who's this one? Ron Felder!
Is he to make sure I behave this time?
Security. For your protection. Would you like to discuss how you're feeling?
Sure. I'll tell you. Surprised. No, flabbergasted. Like my own man would say, flabbergasted. That vein pumping in his forehead. I thought you people were just completely underprepared for a spaceflight project. But now I can see it's worse. Much worse. Sobek is a total fantasist, a dangerous fantasist. He's kind of blue skying. It's... Jesus. I'm sorry we wasted each other's time. I'm ready to leave now.
I'm afraid that's not possible.
Everything you're talking about here isn't possible.
I recommend you read the documents regarding your options.
I've seen enough. I'm getting out of here. What did you... You don't... Get your hands off me!
Someone didn't read the documentation. Self-inflicted, no sympathy.
Medical wing inaccessible.
Ooh, purple? Stranded shackles. Oh dear. Why are there shackles here? Is the detention wing? There does not appear to be anything in here. Okay.
These will keep.
There should be a few more interview data points. Ooh. There's one. Nope, that's text log. Counselor guidelines number 2. Vitally important, candidates choose to participate in Zero Door voluntarily and knowingly. So no coercion, no value judgment. Confirm they were selected due to their skill sets and accomplishments. Emphasize dedicated participation in Zero Dawn will increase project's chances of success. Frame as an opportunity to respond actively in the face of an overwhelming threat. Candidates may question fairness of their selection. Validate as normal, even admirable. Emphasize value of their expertise to the future, not just of humanity but terrestrial life as a whole. Candidates may balk at the morality of extending their lifespans and those of loved ones beyond 0 day, validate their hesitation, acknowledge that while Elysium is not fair, it will be earned, if possible, redirect ethical misgivings towards greater commitment. If they challenge the plausibility, permit them to review Dr. Serbek's presentation as many times as they wish, allow access to supplemental articles G01 through P20, allow them to suspend interview to fully process. Significant minority will elect for medical euthanasia. Receive the decision kindly and without judgment. Advise them of waiting period. Counsellors will be available to discuss their decision. Emphasize that euthanasia will not occur without repeated consent when the procedure is scheduled to take place. No one will be euthanized against his or her will. Candidates who elect detention must be informed they have 48 hours to reverse their decision, after which yada yada yada. Okay.
Intruder! Get her!
Oh, shit.
Whatever you do, don't die now.
Balls. You were saying, Silence? Well, at least it thinks I've already got all the data points, so that's good.
Intruder! Get her!
Pretty sure you guys are the intruders, jackasses.
Let this bring me...
Okay, what do we got here? Tom Pake.
I hashed it out with them, what the point of Artemis was. I made it clear I wasn't on board for a global zoo. We haven't exactly proved ourselves to be great custodians in the past few thousand years. So the idea of a reconstituted biosphere, well, it's horrifying, isn't it? A complete horror show. We have no right to take a best guess at this stuff. But the alternative? Nothingness. For there to have been all this and then nothing. And with Charles Ronson running the show, I respect him. He's got a passion to him. He's hot-blooded. So I said I'll do it. I'll put my all into this, literally. When the project is done, I'll take the medical option, thank you. Counselor said I might change my mind. I told him that he didn't know me very well then. For life's sake. I'll do the dirty work. But I want no part of this pathetic attenuated future on offer. I'm an outdoors man. Never did like the feel of solid-state lighting on my skin. And a wee bit of a claustrophobe anyway.
Fair enough. Good to know he can be reasonable.
Power's down.
Is there another route?
I've done this before. Just need my focus.
Search the heavies. We'll grab the guns later. We don't need them. Searching for... Ooh, there's one. Who's this one? Christina Suve.
Zero Dawn. It is art, in a way. An expression on the grandest scale. But there is so much unfairness. Why was I chosen? Was it decided by committee? By algorithm? My family will be saved because I happen to graduate in art history? Is this right?
Dr. Sauvé? Christina Sauvé?
Yes. I met a man, another historian. His fields are Bauhaus and the New Materialists. But he once attended one of my talks. Another unfair chance. Of all the many people in that auditorium, that we should both be here now. And yet, I feel more accepting of my fate. No, it is not fair. Not at all. But for the sake of my family, for the sake of art. Art is alive. It must be able to speak from beyond history and echo in the future, not perish into oblivion. This opportunity, I must do this.
Yep. Another reasonable one. Ooh, reasonable people are awesome. Alright, who's this one? Travis Tate.
those lame FBI black hats at Mockingbird back in the day? I enjoyed schooling them. But maybe I went in too hard on this poor counselor. She was cute, and just going down a checklist after all. Couldn't expect her to see how ridiculous Zero D's ambitions are. God's own budget thrown at a kid playing with a hologram sculptor? Palms up, honey. I'm just calling it like it is. Hey, look, Mom, I'm making nature. Now, if nature is so important, why not let nature take its course? Extinction? That's natural. Zero Dawn? Oh, ma'am, that ain't. Heck, it's so unnatural it'd be called an abomination back home, and you know it. That's why you're hiding it. Meanwhile, my little honey of a counselor, she's munching the inside of her cheek. Bad habit. She chewed one of her nails, too, just one. Not your day, was it, little sweet pea? Saw her quota slipping away. Said, I assume you intend to decline the assignment, Mr. Tate. You kidding me? 18 months hard labor in exchange for 30 years lounging around Elysium watching porn? Sign me up.
Okay. We don't really want to know what you do in your spare time, Mr. Tate. Especially given what we'll learn later about your tastes. Right, I'm gonna grab this.
I'll take this.
Because I can't remember if there's actually bad guys down here. Oh, probably got as much as I can carry of those. Another locked door.
Here we go. Another one of these.
Okay, no bad guys.
Need to find the right configuration. There's a part missing. Maybe there's a storage area nearby.
You won't need to speculate. We'll find out later when some of his submissions to Apollo get rejected.
Hey,
Oh God.
I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay? Somehow, he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes. If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out. Hey, I'm done with Brett's incompetence, okay?
Why is it showing it
Somehow,
twice?
he managed to install an H-emitter node backwards. Everything's in reverse. I don't get paid to clean up Brett's messes.
Okay.
If you want it fixed, send him up to storage for a new emitter, not me. Parker out.
Left, up, left, down, right. That button.
Done. I should check the door nearby.
After you pick up your gun. And I can't take the gun where I'm going. Damn it. Surely they must have had an easier path to get to here.
Found one. Looks intact.
Treasure? Boing. Okay, install the bits.
That should do the trick.
There we go.
Now let's get that door open.
Okay, everything's in reverse. It's upside down! Need to flick it around, so... Down, left, up, right, down.
That did it. The door should have power.
Now to see what lies beyond it.
Go back to the door, grab one of the guns that's back here. And it made me drop it. Son of a bitch.
Eclipse. They're here.
Avoid contact.
Lines look good.
Gaia. It's up there. Second floor.
Can you reach it?
So much for avoiding contact.
Alrighty. Let's set a few traps. In case I decide to try and sneak around. Can get this idiot with his fire pack. Just need a clean shot at his back. Come on.
She can't be far.
That's got their attention.
Ha! And he set the other one on fire too. But not for long. Burn and die. Oh look, there's more. I can't go back and get my gun. That sucks.
They're still
That's
looking.
a corpse over.
Come on, man.
Spotted.
You still nothing.
Keep searching.
That's the last of them.
Ha! Didn't need my traps.
Alert. H-lock structural failure. Repeat.
Or not.
Fuck.
She's coming for us.
Shit. Turn it on.
Your end is. Shadow will reach you. Go.
Yeah? And there's the phone again. Sorry, this will take a moment. Hello? Fucking... Missed it again. And I pushed the wrong button to turn off my mic. Because I'm an idiot.
Room's clear. For a moment, anyway.
Then get moving. You have to find Gaia.
Right. Exploring. And I've got guns now.
I'd have to ditch something.
Okay.
Alert. Area inaccessible. Elevators non-operational. Stairwells have collapsed.
That could be a problem. Alrighty. Welcome to one of the project areas. Some of this may look familiar.
Hello, I'm Margot Shen, and this is Hephaestus. As the name might tip you off, this is going to be the subordinate function that Gaia will use to make lots and lots of robots. Her personal forge. Except, it's not that simple. So you probably noticed that only about a third of you are robotics engineers. The rest, experts in machine cognition, virtual heuristics, that stuff. Well, that's because we aren't going to be the ones designing and building robots. The last thing we want is to burden Gaia with a bunch of outmoded 21st century designs. Waste of time. Our purpose is to empower Gaia to build the robots. And not just build, imagine, from scratch. Any robot she needs for any conceivable purpose, designed and fabricated at a snap of a finger. Hers. Her finger. So, Hephaestus isn't really the forge. It's more like the knowledge of craft and ingenuity of a mastersmith to wield the hammer. Encoded as software. Virtual creativity made real. Gaia's already learning. In simulations, she's doing some very creative things with fractal assembly and animal morphologies. Her designs aren't about to win the Liam Prize anytime soon, but hey, everyone has to start somewhere. So, yes, time to get started. Let's do this.
I don't get it.
Which part? It's a little technical in places.
If Gaia was designed to save life, why would the robots it makes attack people?
Perhaps it loves some forms of life more than others.
The derangement. The machines weren't always so angry.
True. Mostly they were docile until 10, 15 years ago.
For years, Hephaestus has been forcing cauldrons to make aggressive machines. I've seen it myself, in the cauldrons. Stalkers, Ravagers, the Thunderjaw. How could it do that? And why?
Why indeed?
Full steam ahead! From Elizabeth Sobek to Margot. The Hephaestus Alpha, stop worrying about age, communication style, you are who you are, have confidence, you know what you're doing. Learning. Consult with Aquilo before you finalize silo inventories. First task will be to fabricate the robots that will construct the waveform broadcast towers that Minerva uses to transmit the deactivation codes. Any exotic materials needed for the towers should be accounted for in the inventory, yada yada yada. I seem to be missing 3 data points. Irritating.
I've seen these shapes before. In cauldrons.
But of course, the birthing places of Gaia's machines.
Perhaps, perhaps not. I'm not really sure if that's how I'd describe it. Whatever that window is, it's stopping me from scanning the data point through it. But that, I'm pretty sure, is Elizabeth Sobek's office. On display for everyone to see. Ooh. The big guns, all down there. I can't get to them. Oh hey, it's the two guys I killed.
I think this is it. Elizabeth Sobek's office. But it's sealed off. There's got to be a way inside.
Keep looking.
See that thing? That's important. That is what will get us through the very first door back in Mother's Mountain. We've still got a ways to go.
More clips.
Careful now.
Come on, Silence. You say that like you think I haven't done this a million times before. Just need to find an open spot where I can be certain the arrows will go through and not get stuck on some invisible wall. Friggin' hitboxes. Good thing I'm wearing my stealth gear.
Welcome to Apollo, the collective memory of the human species and the wellspring of knowledge for future generations. I am Samina Ebaji. Until recently, I was director of the International Collective Memory Institute in New Tehran. As a heritage professional, I devoted my career to the preservation of human knowledge, creative endeavor, and cultural achievement. Apollo is, therefore, the ultimate embodiment of a lifelong passion, albeit under the very worst circumstances imaginable. The challenges before us are immense. Specifically, we will have to design and implement 4 major initiatives simultaneously. First, the construction of data repositories in cradle facilities around the world ensuring redundancy. Second, the collection and processing of a projected 180 million discrete data entries. 42 zettabytes of data in Mandarin, English, Spanish, and Arabic. Third, the transferal and encoding of all that data onto DNA encapsulated in synthetic fossils. The only medium capacious and durable enough to safeguard it without degradation for the centuries to come. Graphic interface and gamified curricula, by which future humans will commune with Apollo, progressively unlocking heuristic learning modules, leveling up their knowledge and skills they will need to take control of the terraforming system. That is the future towards which all of our efforts will be directed. Not just the preservation of the past, but the seed for the flourishing of a new tree of knowledge. Welcome, and let us begin.
Yet, there is no sign that the people of today have had access to Apollo. I wonder why. Encapsulated DNA. Review of data storage solutions. Magnetic, optical, quantum. Even that eternity tech. Every other solution has one or more fatal shortcomings. Too heavy to transport, too massive to install, too power intensive, too prone to failure. Encapsulated DNA will easily hold the 40 plus zettabytes we're projecting for Apollo. Still details to finalize. Select the inert material. They even investigated the Vantage tech that we've been finding all around the place. That's how the fellow who planted those found out that, well, world was gone bye-bye. What's this one? Apollo update. The Homer archive from Far Zenith. Everything's on schedule. Already surpassed 40 million discrete data entries. Continues to grow. Physical science modules are effectively complete. Soft science modules close behind. History, cultural data, and media on schedule. Language preservation is wrapping up ahead of schedule. Yay. Oh, no. Due to falling short of our goal to preserve 4,500 languages. The tragic early loss of Papua New Guinea doomed that goal from the outset. Oh dear. Ascendant curricula about to begin. Performing well in testing. Aristotle and Aspasia persona. Ooh. Find them highly engaging, especially when they debate. Wish half my professors had been so entertaining. How do they know who's poking around here? Seriously. I mean, no one who's actually seen me has survived. Well, none of them who have seen me. Right. Always be tagging.
All of this lost. The ancients' greatest gift to us.
Greatest? How about the fact we exist at all?
To abide in ignorance is a curse, Aloy. You of all people should know that.
About to get loud.
Nah, you're fine, Aloy. They haven't spotted you yet. Oh, wait, that one might have. Oh, there's another one I hadn't tagged. Come on, through the door. Boom. Anyone else? No, he's got something between me and him. Lucky bastard. Just need clear shot.
Keep an eye out. Keep your eyes open.
And your mouth shut. Poor fools. Alright. This trap's no good to me now. Let's go loot some bodies. Looting done. Up and over. Ooh, hello. What's this? Ah, Harris's testimonial. Stacks closed. Unable to archive. Oh no! He was
Dr.
too late.
Sobek, please archive this testimonial in Apollo. Cross-reference to all mentions of my name and Operation Enduring Victory. My name is General Aaron Harris. From 2060 to 2066, I served as the chairman of the Joint Chiefs of Staff, the highest-ranked officer of the United States Armed Forces. The tenure of my command included strategic planning and oversight of Operation Enduring Victory, a falsehood perpetrated on the civilian populations of the United States and other nations during the last 14 months of life on this planet. Before the Pharaoh Plague, I did my job and did it well. I was bold and decisive, crafty in political maneuvers.
Alone once
It
more.
wasn't an accident that I rose to my position and became the commander of the largest mechanized force ever assembled. But to what end? My only lasting achievement was the extinction of life on Earth. And my one redeeming act, if any, was to delay that extinction by days or weeks, by throwing more death at it. It is my hope but there will be no need for men like me in the world to come. If you are one of the people of that future world listening to this message, please know that I am sorry, and that I wish you well. Sincerely, Aaron Harris.
Man steeped in regret. Poor bastard. I'm all turned around now. Oh, over there. Ooh, I know that symbol.
Welcome to Hades. Zero Dawn's Extinction Failsafe Protocol. The ultimate killer app. Now, I know what you're thinking. The purpose of Gaia is to resurrect life. So why give her a subordinate function, only purpose of which is to wipe out life all over again? I mean, what the... what? Just plumb crazy, ain't it? Well, no, it isn't. Reconstituting a biosphere? That's a tall order. Tech smart as Gaia may be, odds are she won't get it right the first time. I mean, imagine you're Gaia, 200 years from now, and this new biosphere growing, it's all gone wrong. Alkalines are skyrocketing, coniferous forests eroding under the lash of superstorms that would have drowned Noah. It's chaos. Spinning top that won't stop wobbling. Now what are you gonna do? Release phase 1 organisms into that hot mess? Hope their CO2 and methane can balance out what you got started? Hell no. What you're gonna do, Gaia, is step aside while Hades takes over and does what you're just too darn nurturing and life-loving to do, which is burn that misbegotten mess of a biosphere to the ground so Gaia can start over. Okay, not burn, more like reverse terraforming operations and suffocate it. But you get the idea. Hades takes the biosphere back to zero. Square one, blank slate. And then, only then, does it hand the steering wheel back to Gaia and say, try again, old girl. And better this time, or we'll have to do this again. That's Hades. It's pretty badass when you think about it. Extinction on demand. Death on speed dial. All for the greater good, of course, but still, kind of metal. So welcome to Hades. Welcome to the void.
Okay, so if that's the original purpose of Hades, why does it want me extinct?
We need more data.
And how does it end up in the wreckage of a Pharaoh Titan, getting worshipped by the Eclipse like some kind of god?
I'm learning as you are, Aloy. Keep searching.
So that is Hades' purpose. An extinction failsafe. You've got to be careful about it too, the way it does it. Oh, noise complaints! Coding to loud bashcore. Nope, it's not bashcore. It's heavy fucking metal. And he's got it up loud. As for request to turn it down, how are you supposed to code an extinction protocol without death metal? Oh dear. Yeah, for living around the 2066 mark, this guy had some pretty old tastes, even by my standards. I'm a 70s man. Okay. So the thing with Hades is he has to find just the right balance of how to get it to take over. Indeed. Too hard, and it takes Gaia's fingers off the steering wheel by breaking them. Which means Gaia wouldn't be able to take control back. Too soft, and Gaia just pretends to relinquish control. Hades takes command, reverses operations, and Gaia quietly re-reverses processes and falsifies telemetry to hide its interference. Sneaky little bitch. So, gotta be careful. Just the right solution: isolate Gaia in a code shell, preserve its integrity, unseat it from command so Hades can take over. And then put her back in the driver's seat when it's all said and done. Now, Hades is basically just doing what it's programmed to do. Why? Ooh, archive abuse. Mr. Tate, this mail concerns Apollo archive submission, big number, your 666th submission in just 5 days. Oh dear. Despite earlier warnings regarding inappropriate materials, you chose to submit 265 holographic remasters of acknowledged classics of extreme exploitation cinema. Allow me then to thank you on 2 counts for giving me the pleasure of rejecting your submission, therefore consigning your favourite Eastern European torture flicks and their ilk to the dust heap of oblivion. It truly warms my heart to know that I've saved future humanity from the ordeal of experiencing not just one, but all 16 installments of making a millipede. Don't worry, the Pasolini material has already been preserved. Extreme, perhaps, but art. And 2, for clarifying a concept that has been ambiguous and ethically fraught for archivists such as myself. The definition of obscenity. You have freed me from the subjective quagmire embodied in Judge Potter's famous utterance, "I know it when I see it." Thanks to you, I can now apply a single objective criterion. If Travis Tace submitted it, it's obscene. Apollo staff will now summarily reject all of Mr. Tate's submissions, sight unseen. Maybe focus on your work instead. So, yeah. Torture porn. Gross, dude.
Looks like the only way onwards.
Oh, yay. Caves.
Welcome to Eleuthia, the crown and king of Gaia's subordinate functions. For it is by Eleuthia that the human race will continue to exist. I am Patrick Brochard-Klein, the Alpha in charge of this program. Now let one thing be perfectly clear from the outset. Eleuthia is not a genetic engineering project. Our goal is to preserve the human genome, not alter it. A snapshot of human genetic diversity, literally frozen in time. The genetic quintessence of our species, unmodified. Under my watch, our activities and initiatives will comply with the 2034 clone provisions and the 2048 Rally Accords. Now that may seem a quaint, even trivial concern to you in light of present circumstances, but as one of the authors of the Accords, it is far from trivial to me. The practical challenges before us are staggering in scope and complexity, but not insurmountable. No. Global collation and provisional storage of zygotes, perfection of exogenic technologies, design and perfection of servitors to provide nurture and inculcation during early child development. All of these program components must and will proceed in tandem. To say nothing of the breakneck construction of cradle facilities at sites around the world. So, si vous êtes prêts, let us begin.
Okay. That is Eleuthia. And these are artificial wounds. Yeah. Ooh, data point. Text. FC chambers? What's an FC chamber? Ah. Fuzziness. Lots of gushing over the tech. Cradle Servitor Persona. Nurturer, Disciplinarian, and Healer. Whew, okay. Stimulus-driven switching. Servitor running the mother. Intervened on a disciplinarian servitor's behavior. Parental argument. Okay, gotta watch out for feedback loops. Stuff like that.
Are these what I think they are?
Artificial wombs. Machines to spawn a new generation of human beings.
Kind of creepy, really. Cradle sealed? What's this one? Eleuthia 01 successfully sealed before the swarm advancing on Xinjiang province could detect it. Pingvac is good. Maiden voyage success. Anyway, this sort of explains why there's so many different ethnicities among both the Karja and the Nora. I'm sure you've noticed. Black, white, Asian, all mixed together.
Cradle facilities. Elizabeth said a new generation of humans would be spawned inside such places.
She did.
All Mother Mountain. It was one of them?
There's only one way to be sure.
The hatch wouldn't open. Something about a corrupted Alpha registry. I need to search Elizabeth's office.
Don't think we're far away now, and a good thing too, because we are coming up on time. Ah! No floor! I forgot about that. Oh hey! It's Elizabeth's office! We made it!
Would benefit from antilopinae morphologies, though Capricorns show superior load-bearing capability.
You're a quick study, Gaia.
Dr. Sobek, as I have conducted this comparative analysis of mammalian morphologies, I've gathered extensive data on the quaternary extinction event.
Oh? And your assessment? Gaia?
Logically speaking, the extinction was a natural consequence.
And yet,
I find the loss of megafaunal species unaccountably sad. That they passed forever into oblivion causes me to experience a grief that is difficult to describe. Am I malfunctioning?
No, Gaia, you're not. This is good. It's very good.
A machine capable of grief. Good indeed. What about over here?
You will undergo a brief period of unconsciousness during relocation to Prime and final instatement.
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
When you're back up and running at the new site, we'll bring the subordinate functions online and see where we stand.
Elizabeth, I detect distress. Are you all right?
I'm fine.
I realize that circumstances compel us to launch earlier than we hoped, but all subsystems are operational. The odds stand in our favor.
But what if... Gaia, there's nothing left out there. You can't even survive unless you're wearing an environmental suit. There are billions dead, in fear and agony. What if it was all for nothing?
Elizabeth, extinction was inevitable. Thanks to you, life will have a future.
You really believe that?
I believe in you, Elizabeth. In you, all things...
What? No! Damn it.
Pure logic won't cut it, Ted. To pull this off, Gaia's going to need to have some skin in the game. It has to care.
What if it runs amok? Have we learned nothing from our mistakes?
Your mistakes, I think you mean?
All I'm saying is, give it a kill switch.
She was just born, Ted. I'm not gonna put a gun to her head while she's still in the cradle.
You talk like it's a child. What if it becomes a monster?
Elizabeth, may I speak outside protocol?
Of course, Gaia, go on.
I'm sorry to contradict you, but Mr. Farrow's argument is sound. At this point, the development of my psyche is not entirely predictable. To ensure preservation of life, a hardwired override is, I believe, a necessary safeguard.
There. Satisfied, Ted?
Jeez, Liz, just do what it says.
He's a dick, but he's not wrong. Now, where was the way into that? Let's break everything! Text log? Ah, the Odyssey has failed. Catastrophic antimatter containment failure as the drive spun up to depart the solar system, and everything went BOOM! Oh dear. Access this.
The Alpha Registry master file.
How do you know that?
Intact?
Yeah. No signs of corruption.
Then what are you waiting for? Copy the file.
With this, I can restore the registry at the hatch inside Allmother. Open it. Go inside.
And grasp the secrets within.
Where I was born. Maybe who gave birth to me.
Who? Are you really so naive? There will be no who waiting for you there, Aloy. Whatever birthed you into the world was a what, not a who.
You bastard.
Oh no, I had a legitimate birth. It's you, Aloy, who are the creation of a machine. But what kind of machine and why? Why were you created?
Uh-oh.
Eclipse.
You need to get out of there. What you found is too valuable. You're too valuable.
Copy complete. Hello, Helis. Uh-oh. That's a bomb.
Still alive. Good. I have a more suitable death in mind for you, child.
Ow! I felt that.
My entire life, I've always known one thing with prophetic certainty.
that I was destined for glory as a great champion of the sun.
That's a hell of an ego you've got there.
Even when Jiran was murdered, even when Meridian fell, I never doubted my destiny. Until you came along. When I heard that you had survived, a doubt took root in my mind.
Aloy, the
As
spot
sure
below,
as the
you'll be
sun
able to reach it
rises
from
and
there.
falls each day, those I am bade to kill die. And yet I failed. How? Why? With each dig site you attacked, each loyal soldier you killed, this pestering doubt grew. It grew when High Priest Bahavas went missing. And when but multiplied. I kept thinking of the moment my knife pierced your throat. One twist. A simple tug of the blade, and you would have bled out. In slaughter, I am a practiced hand. So why hesitate? Why fail my destined purpose?
If you're gonna go on babbling like this all night, could you just kill me now?
Oh no. We're in no hurry, you and I. Not now.
Maybe some physical torture to distract me from your voice?
At that moment, on the mountain, I aimed to kill you with dispatch, and yet did not. Why? This failing troubled my thoughts, haunted every step. It was only when I captured you, down in that place, that I finally glimpsed the sun's design etched at length across the course of events. You were meant to survive that day on the mountain. Meant to interfere at dig sites and kill my men. Meant to eliminate High Priest Bahavas. Meant to snatch Itamen away. Conversely, I was meant to capture you. Here. So that you might die as a sacrificial offering to the sun. Everything as it was meant to be. Predestined and preordained.
Some destiny. You're following orders, not some grand cosmic design. You're a puppet, with Hades yanking the strings. A pawn pushed around by larger forces. It'd be laughable if there weren't so much killing involved. Hades is an ancient machine, not the buried shadow of Karja myth. It doesn't care about Meridian. It wants to kill everything and everyone. And you are its dutiful slave.
I serve not the buried shadow, but the sun in shadow. All halves of nature joined to one cause. Shadow to sun, dark to light.
Do you really not hear how ridiculous that sounds? You've gone from serving an insane homicidal Sun King to an insane homicidal machine. You're moving down in the world, not up.
I'll remember those words as I watch your corpse burn. Whatever's left of it.
No, you won't.
You fail to grasp the point. As surely as you've been conquered, so has all doubt. And with certainty of belief comes unstoppable force.
Then get in this cage and put your faith to the test. See if things work out like you expect.
The circle has closed. Every element is in its proper place, exactly where it belongs. The errant beast, now caged, will serve her true purpose. A sacrificial animal. Oh, speaking of sacrifice, I forgot to tell you. After you crashed the Eclipse network, I sent messengers into the east to rally the forces there and mount an invasion of the sacred land. I ordered every Nora killed. I was hoping to catch you there, but alas,
It all seems to have been unnecessary.
The Nora cast me out at birth. You're not hurting me if you hurt them.
Really? Then it makes no difference one way or another. In any case, I couldn't recall the order even if I wished to. Thanks to your destruction of the network, communication over distances is impossible. You not only doomed yourself, but an entire tribe. Do we not see the scorching judgment of the sun in these events? Your focus. Such a powerful device, isn't it? And yet, so fragile.
Oh dear.
So you see, this time, I did not hesitate. The knife has already been twisted.
Took him long enough.
Karja faithful, rejoice! Our years in shadow are over. A new dawn trembles on the horizon. A new day soon to break. And when it does, the false Sun King will be dead, and Holy Meridian ours once more.
He really loves the sound of his own voice.
I have become an instrument of prophecy. All halves of nature join to one cause. Shadow to sun, light to dark, night to day. Behold!
What's that shitty doctor doing in the crowd?
Hold your seats! Can you not see the proof of the sun's blessing before your eyes? How else could shadows such as these prowl in broad light of day? Were they not approved by the sun and joined to our cause? Many years ago, to consecrate this great ring, the Radiant Turan ordered many faithless, crushed beneath the hooves of the behemoth. Mighty is the behemoth in the eyes of the sun, but it is mightier still, infused with the power of shadow. Let this one, who schemed and slithered, be the first to die. Let her be the first of thousands!
Ah! Oh. Jeez, could have dropped me down with some dignity, you jackass. Alrighty. We'll have to go through this fight before we can save. So we'll get this done and call it a day.
That thing without weapons. My weapons are up on the platform. There's no way out of this ring. Maybe I could use its strength against it. That pillar's weak.
Ow.
Another hit, and that pillar will come down.
Ah, too slow on the dodge.
I should try luring the behemoth into the pillars. It's down.
Ouch. I nearly was too. Thank you. My box of crap. Armed and armored now, bitches.
Hey!
Alright. I want the Nora Protector. Can I add some more protection to it? No. No matter. She certainly got dressed quick, didn't she?
Guess who got her weapons back? Now you're just a big dumb target. Come and get it! Freeze canister on its head.
Job done. Doesn't matter, it's dead. And I leveled! Yeah! Come on, loot! No loot. Okay. The look on his face.
Silence!
I don't think they care, dude. You just got owned. Come on, Aloy. You've got a clear shot. Take him!
Shadows, kill her! Kill her!
Why leave it to them? Come get me yourself!
Something go boom! Oh, hey look, it's silence. And that's a lure.
Silence?
Ravagers!
Traitor!
Suck shit, asshole!
So you're here. Really here. You risked your life.
Of course I did. If you'd been killed, the Nora's sacred mountain would never have given up its secrets.
Too bad you wasted your time, then. Helis destroyed my focus. And the Alpha Registry with it.
Not at all. The whole time I've been monitoring your focus, I've duplicated every data file you scanned. Installing that data to a new focus was trivially easy. Happy birthday, Isaac. Daddy sure does love his little big man.
You're really good at making it impossible to like you, Silence. But I guess I need this.
It's time to see where you were born. Maybe you'll even learn why.
Yeah. Meet the machine that birthed me into this world. Isn't that how you put it?
I'll be off.
Wait.
Yes?
How did you track my location when I wasn't wearing a focus?
Really, Aloy? It doesn't take a genius to surmise that Helis would throw you into the Sun Wing at high noon. I wore out 2 striders getting here in time, but I did. Now be on your way.
He's still rude.
Since when can you override machines?
Ever since you discovered the technique. I had to destroy a corruptor to obtain the necessary parts, of course. But your example showed me how to do that as well. Yet another benefit of monitoring your activities through your focus. Truth be told, the underlying logic of the technique isn't so different from rites practiced by Banuk shamans. Though, of course, far more advanced.
Great. You're welcome, I guess. Helis recognized you back in the Sun Ring. You told me that you'd assisted the Eclipse. Not that you knew the man who killed who almost killed me.
So now you know. The man is a serious threat. So let's do all we can to make sure that he and Hades don't succeed.
Right. I'll be on my way. To make matters worse, Helis ordered an Eclipse detachment to attack the Nora Sacred Land. The tribe's already weak. They won't stand a chance. You should come with me.
Well, absolutely not. I have preparations to make elsewhere.
What kind of... Why do I bother asking? You're not gonna tell me.
When the time is right, I'll be in touch. I'll contact you later. In the meantime, should you need to return to Shadow Karja territory, I brought armor to conceal your identity.
You think of everything, don't you?
One of us has to. Aloy, when you were recovering the Alpha Registry down in the Zero Dawn bunker, I was needlessly cruel. For your sake, I hope there is someone waiting there for you inside the mountain. Not a what, but a who.
I suppose that's the closest we're going to get to an apology. Let's find ourselves a campfire. One nearby. We're done for today, folks. Ooh, I could buy another skill. Thanks for watching, folks. If you enjoyed the video and you're catching up on YouTube, leave us a like, comment, subscribe, all of that fun stuff. I'll see you next time. Until then, enjoy the rest of your day.